Okay, well, it's 8:04, so we should probably get started. Welcome everyone to our quarterly town hall here at US Rowing. I'm Amanda Kraus, and I'm the CEO of US Rowing, and we host these on a quarterly basis to make sure that you are all hearing directly from us about what is happening at US Rowing. And we've decided to always have a focus of each of these town halls. Sometimes it's around membership or safety. Sometimes it's around high performance. We will always let folks know in advance what the topic is. And we really appreciate our members joining us, whether you're about to eat dinner on the West Coast, or you're in the middle of the country, maybe eating dinner, or you're here on the East Coast post dinner. I'm mapping everything out around dinner. So we have two great members of our team with us tonight. We're going to kick it off with Portia McGee from our development team, who's going to talk about Podium Day, which is coming up on May 23rd. And then Sarah McAuliffe is going to talk to us about competition, which has already begun. I almost said this summer. It is not summer, this spring, which is really exciting. So Portia, I'm going to pass it over to you.
Great. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm here just to share a little bit of information about a new event that we're hosting. The development office is hosting. We're really excited about. It's coming up quick in just under 2 weeks. And it is, we're calling it Podium Day. It's a day of giving. And we're bringing our community together to raise funds for two important initiatives, as you can see here. So our high performance team, we're really focusing on this year's World Championship team. It is an Olympic qualification year. We have high hopes and a lot we want to do for them, as well as our Youth Olympic Development Program camp scholarships. So those. Oh,
Can I use your phone?
This is the life of a rowing coach's wife when he's somewhere. Hold on.
We're very family friendly here at US Rowing.
I mean, the babysitter has lost her focus.
So Podium Day, as Portia was saying, is our 1 day focus on fundraising for US Rowing. There are two priorities. One is high performance, and which is really for the team traveling to qualify for World Championships this spring. And World Championships are in September in Serbia. And I'll pass it back to you, Portia.
Sorry, it's championship weekend. ACCs are on, and that's where my helper is. Anyway, so back to Podium Day. So we're really excited. We've done a lot of different drives in the past. We've done Giving Tuesday, and we've done an ODP scholarship raise, but we've never put these things together into 1 day. And we're really putting a lot of energy into this and really hoping to ignite and energize our community on the 23rd. Go to the next slide, Sarah. Do I have that? Can you move me forward, Sarah?
I see it. Do not see it.
Oh, there we are. Okay. Yeah. So here's our just highlighting our goals for Podium Day. We're really concentrating on participation and reaching into our community and getting as many people involved as possible. We do have financial goals around these efforts, but the big thing is we're trying to raise 500 or trying to bring in 500 gifts on Podium Day. The first 500, we all know how 500-meter sprint, we can do it in 1 day. So we are very excited to say that we've already secured a $15,000 matching challenge to motivate donors for our ODP scholarships. So that will be great. We'll announce that on Podium Day, and that means donors who give to the ODP scholarships, their donations will be doubled until we reach that match, which is really exciting. And the way we're trying to expand our reach on Podium Day is through this peer-to-peer networking strategy. So we've created 6 teams. We have our community and DEI team, our masters team, our high performance team, a friends and family team, a US Rowing board and foundation team, and a US Rowing staff team. And we have captains for each of those teams. And we are going to be looking to those captains to really reach into those affiliation groups, have people, the ideas that people will be asked to participate and asked to pass on the message and pass on the information about Podium Day through their networks. And we're really hoping to create a little bit of a groundswell around these two initiatives in this 24-hour period.
Great, thanks, Portia.
I think I have one more. I just wanted to highlight a couple exciting things that were, I think the most exciting part is that we have our high performance athletes taking part. And even though a lot of this is done virtually and most of the work that we've done with our donors has been virtual, this is an opportunity for us to get together in person with volunteers, with our high performance athletes, with members of our staff who will help us broadcast some of our messaging, use social media to get the word out. We'll have some gear giveaways on Podium Day, USRowing merchandise. We really want to make this a fun and exciting event. So we will be kind of hosting it at Mercer Boathouse with members of our team who will be there. And if anybody just want to put it out there, if anybody is in the area, wants to come by, see us, stop by, help for a little while, that is where the team will be on the 23rd. And of course, just giving some incentives to donors who participate to make it even more exciting and fun. And I think maybe I have one more just to how you can help slide. And really how you can help is, you know, if anybody on this call is interested in helping with Podium Day, we are still gathering volunteers and co-captains for these affiliation teams. We will have links to share. We'll have posts on social media, just asking everybody to ask their friends to pass this, these links along, repost anything you see, pass on an email, really trying to kind of reach into our supporters networks and get as many people as we can excited about Podium Day and excited about fueling the Team USA podium from our novice rowers who are getting these incredible scholarships to go to camp for the first time, to the team that we hope is going to be racing at the Olympics in 2024. So it's a really exciting day to support the whole gamut of Team USA. So let me know if you want to be part of it or you have any interest or even any ideas. You can, I'll post my email. You can find me. We'll find a way to do that. Reach out. And I'd love to hear anything. So first year we've done this and we're really excited about it. So thanks.
Thanks, Portia.
Thank you. Sorry for the interruption.
No, it's all good. Thank you for that. And then we're going to pass the baton over to Sarah.
Awesome. Thank you. So my name's Sarah McAuliffe. I'm the director of competition with USRowing. And today we're going to dive a little bit deeper into our summer regatta season. So that's all. We're talking about Masters right now. So our Masters series, including Masters Nationals and our Summer National Championship. So a quick recap, if you haven't seen the schedule already, we posted this at the end of last year where we're going to go this year. So quick recap is all of our Masters regional championships this year are on the same weekend. And that's intentional to continue to drive excitement for our Masters audience and, you know, kind of have a blast via social media and emails and everything like that. So you know what's going on throughout the country on that June 23rd through 25th weekend. We also come in later in the summer, so July 60 for championships where we're headed to Bethel, Ohio. And then the week after, we're headed to Masters Nationals in Indianapolis on July 20th through 23rd. So our three racing goals for that we're focusing on for summer this year is one being how can we make it more convenient for you? So as I explained earlier, all of our Masters regional championships are on the same weekend this year. And that is one intentional, so we can again drum up some excitement behind the Masters racing season. But also that's intentional because we want our Masters athletes to have the ability to race within their region, which also results in an easy commute to you. So that might mean instead of traveling hours and hours across the country to the championship that's happening, you're able to either drive up the evening before or the morning of and still get some really great racing in. This is for our Masters audience. We're really excited about the ability to kick off kind of a new season for Masters, or a new feel for our Masters Regatta season. So everything that you'll see here, we're really focused on how we can make your racing like level up quite a bit. So you're not experiencing, you know, what you have been doing, you're experiencing new and fresh in both your region and at the national championship. Also going off of convenience, so we've made the switch to move Masters Nationals to the end of July, and that was intentional so that we heard from our coaches, we heard from our boat houses that oftentimes our athletes and our coaches were having to pick on how they could support either Summer Nationals or Masters Nationals. And that being said, like with a trailer, you know, you can pick one to support and then you can't really get to the other because you're driving 2 or 3 weeks later to the next regatta. With our change this year, one Summer National starts, and then the week later is Masters National. And then also our venues are about an hour and a half away from each other. So you can technically leave Summer Nationals that Sunday evening, arrive Sunday night at Masters, and are be able to set up and get ready to go. Our second goal is just communal. So what we want to instill this year is just a sense of community for our rowers, both at the Summers level and the Masters level. So everything that we'll do, like, yes, racing will continue to happen. We will continue to race at all hours of the day that we're able to do so. We'll continue to host varying events for all different age categories and in various levels too. But we will also ensure that you're having an ability to like celebrate rowing and be more in a community with rowing with peers that you might not see on a daily basis. So again, this is going to my third point here of celebratory, but we're just trying to make it so that we can all, rowing is a small world, but we can all get together and kind of appreciate the sport together. And then again, our final goal, so celebratory. So everything you'll see this year, you've probably heard of us talk about it a little bit so far, is just we want to bring a festival-like feel to regattas. So we want you to arrive on site and we want you to feel like you're celebrated. We want you to feel like this is the championship that you've been waiting for, even if it's, you know, a small regional championship or it is the Masters or Summer National Championship. So how we're going to do that, I'll explain a little bit with regatta specifics, but it really does look like more wellness-based activations with vendors, more getting involved with the community, making sure the community is excited about growing the sport of rowing through events with us as well. So a little bit more specifics here. So going into our Masters Regional Series, what you'll see are USRowing 3 owned regionals. There's also a note. So on the first page where we showed the schedule for the year, you'll also note that there's 2 partner regattas. So we'll USRowing Southeast Masters, Northwest Masters, and Southwest Masters. We are really, really excited to be able to part with Diamond States, which is taking place in taking the spot of our Northeast Mid-Atlantic Masters Championship. And then of course our Stars and Stripes Championship, which is the Central Masters Regional Championship. So everybody throughout the country will be able to find a regatta within their region at the Masters level that they can go to and enjoy competitive racing for the weekend. So to touch on some of the kind of extras, the fun points that we're really excited about unveiling with our Master Series this year. I'll start with Southeast Masters Regionals. So we have 2 days of racing. That format is not changing. We'll continue to race generally about like an 8 till noon, 8 to 1 schedule. That works really well for this region at Langley Pond and Aiken because it gets quite hot in the afternoon, and then it allows the Masters to go enjoy a meal or something fun that you can do that evening as well. We're really excited, just a blanket statement for not only Southeast Masters, but for all our Masters Regional Championships, that we will be offering video streaming. So maybe you didn't have a chance to catch your teammate, or maybe somebody at home wants to see you race. That's something that will be live streamed on the USRowing YouTube channel as well. So excited for you to be able to also watch yourself back if you want to check out some form or see what's worked and what hasn't worked on your end. We're excited. We've been partnering with the local visitors bureaus at Southeast Masters. The Augusta Green Jackets, which is a minor league baseball team, we're working with them to get you some really, really greatly priced tickets for you. So that'll be something to do with you know, your teams or other community members within the Masters Rowing Southeast group. And then finally, we have some great discounts on local businesses. So again, the Business Bureau is excited to you all into the community and offer up every help that we can do to make your experience great. Coming to Northwest Masters, so we have 3 days of racing. Again, that's staying the same. Big change this year is we are headed to Dexter Lake. We are very excited to be just right outside of Eugene, Oregon, with lots of hotels to stay at, lots of things to do. The University of Oregon is right around the corner, and just, you know, plenty of places to eat and things to see out there. The city is very involved with what we are creating here, but some things that we're really excited about is one, again, video streaming. We're excited to be able to share that with you all. 2, we have a festival, and I'm going to tease this a little bit, but I can't give away too much information yet. But if you've seen Animal House, which I think many of us have, there's the Animal House bar literally at the top of the course, or right next to the course. So we're looking to see if we can make some fun experiences there. So that'll be exciting. And then also we have local vendors on site, including a local brewery who will be very involved with creating a Regatta specific beer. So if you want to try that, kind of limited offer, but we're working with them and excited to have you guys all on site. Then finally coming into our Southwest Masters. So again, 2 days of racing. This regatta has gone away for the last couple of years, but we're excited to come back to the kind of California area teams and offer some great racing. We'll again be video streaming this, and then we will be at the Olympic and Paralympic Training Center. So we're rowing at Lake Otay at Chula Vista. We're going to have on-site opportunities for people to stay. So there's limited opportunities, but if you are interested in staying at the Olympic Training Center, there will be opportunities there. It includes a fantastic dining hall. So I was just there recently and speak very highly of it, and really kind of just makes the process easy for you all. So you can get breakfast, lunch, and dinner on site. Some of the other things I'll kind of tease too, but if you are attending Southwest Masters, we have quite the packed schedule for you. Everything is ticket-based, so it's up to you on what you do. So outside of racing, we'll continue to have the extensive event list that we do have. But outside of that, we're going to be offering an opening ceremony. So that looks like a really good kind of like mingling area where you'll be actually at the torch of the center with fellow athletes, food and drink. We're also going to be taking advantage of some of the great sports that are happening there. So if you've tried archery, or maybe if you haven't tried archery, this could be your time. We're doing some archery lessons that will come up a couple times throughout the regatta, both morning, midday, and evening. So you can take advantage of that with your teammates. We're going to be offering some tours of the Olympic Training Center whenever you wish. And then, of course, for all athletes, we have access to the recovery room. So really, really good opportunity to race as many times as you can early on, then perhaps go to the recovery room, get some Normattac, make sure you're hydrated, hop in the cold tub, all of those type of experiences there. So those are the fun aspects of it. Again, I want to highlight like our priority continues to ensure that we're having safe and fair and fun racing. So I know you guys will bring the power on that end, but these are some things that you can do outside of the regatta and hopefully make it more of a weekend experience for you all. Coming into our national championships. So we have our summer national championships and our masters national championships. Focused on summers right now. So we're headed to Bethel, Ohio. One, we're really focusing on how we can still increase racing opportunity at this regatta. So we have an extensive event list, which can come in, a lot of different age categories can come in, but oftentimes a trade-off for that is that our progression is quite tough. I'd say you might not be able to continue to sprint race as much as you had hoped for. We ask for a little bit of patience on this as we're trying to finalize exactly what we can do, but it will look like us guaranteeing certain events will all involve a sprint race, and then based off of entries we'll be able to increase that number. So I'm just going to tease that for now, but look for an announcement in the next week of how we can just increase those racing opportunities for you all. Secondly, so we're reimagined college fair. At this point in time, I think a lot of us have been to the college fair and it's been great. It's been a great resource, but it needs a refresh for sure. So we're working and taking coach advice, taking both college coach and youth coach advice, and parental advice, and seeing how we can work with our personal partners and just reimagine that experience. And finally, come back to our experiential vendor presence. So we want to be able to have a list each day of like, hey, visit these tents at certain times because that they're going to be doing a demo on X activity. So you can expect some good social posts, some good media of just things that you can accomplish at this race as well. On top of that, too, we'll be crowning our summer national champions. So really competitive racing will be taking place. Then finally, coming to our Masters National Championships, we have 4 packed days of racing, as we always do. Masters, Nationals, athletes are racing 6+ times. So you guys definitely take advantage of the water there. Some of the extras that we're adding on. So we do have a master celebration dinner that we're working on. There's a fantastic restaurant. It's called Rick's Boatyard, around the corner from the restaurant or from the venue. And it'll be a really good opportunity to, again, bring that community back into the sport and get to know other Masters athletes throughout the country. Focusing on our athlete wellness area. So want you all to be able to use this area as both a recovery area and a relaxation area. One of our partners, Athletic Brewing, will also be on site. So non-alcoholic beer will be there, and they'll continue to learn more about the rowing world too. Then finally, we're really thankful to partner with the local Visitors Bureau too. So you'll be able to see some discounts on local businesses too. And that is the last slide there. I'm happy to take questions with it all. But we are, again, just really excited to be really close to summer racing at this point. You can see that we spent a lot of time of doing like the extras, and that really is coming from a point of through surveys, through various things, through emails that you all have reached out to us and talked about how you do want to make your regatta weekend special. Not just, the rowing is the really exciting part of it, but what can we do on top of it to make sure that rowing is growing and we're bringing it to communities and making sure that they're feeling the love too. So thank you so much. If you have any questions, you're also welcome to email me, sarah.mcaulife@usrowing.org too.
Yeah, Sarah, that was fantastic. Thank you. And I don't see any questions coming in, but let's give people 30 seconds or so if they have anything they want to throw in there. And we also recorded this so we can share it, but that was things I didn't even know were happening. And that's really exciting and makes me think it's going to be really fun to be racing this summer.
It's going to be very fun. And if anyone has any suggestions too, if there's like, wow, I really wish this was at a regatta, please share, because we're constantly trying to figure out like, what's the new vendor, whether it's shopping or experience or very rowing based or something that could make your life easier. We're trying to maximize all of that. So advice is very much appreciated.
That's super. And you're already at a race, aren't you?
I am. I'm at Lake Lanier in Gainesville, Georgia right now. So our youth athletes are really kicking it off. They kicked it off last weekend in Oklahoma, and where were we? Lake Natoma in California. So
that's great. Super. Well, I don't see anything coming in, so I think we can sign off. But thank you so much, and really exciting.